So here we go. Today I've got the whole range of Mizuno irons here, which we're going to have a hit and talk about to see which one suits your game or might suit your game best. So we're looking at things like the JPX, going up to the JPX Pro, then we're going to jump up to the MP53, then arguably 58, then up to the 63, and then all the way up to the MP68. So we're going to have a look at the entire range of Mizuno irons and how they differ between heads and feel between each iron, and what they might do for your golf if you were to go for a set of these irons. So let's start at the beginning, bring them all the way down. We're going to look at Mizuno JPX irons. So JPX iron, quite a different iron for Mizuno. We're looking at hot metal design. So when you hit this club, it goes, it springs, it's got an amazing feel off the face. It really shoots off the face, and Mizuno are putting this down to their hot metal design. So in the JPX you're getting this not grain, you're not getting grain flow forward, which you'll get from the rest of the range. You're getting hot metal design. So it's going to be built more like a, or in the world to compare with something like an R9 tailor-made or something like that, or Callaway, something that gives you distance. Still getting a bit of classic look when you look down at it, not the ugliest of easy to use irons. Lots of user-friendly points in this one. Obviously the hot metal is going to help you get more up in the air, get you some distance. Good cavity on the way on the back of the head as well. So from JPX they then skip up to JPX 800 Pro. So you've got the JPX 800, then you got the JPX 800 Pro. So difference between the Pro version, you're getting slightly thinner bottom line, so not quite so much sole. You're getting slightly shaved off looks. You're going back to the forged head in the JPX Pro. So you're not getting hot metal design, but you are getting JPX technology, Mizuno saying. Now with JPX Pro, for me, it feels good. When you look down at it, it looks nice, it looks chunky-ish, but not quite as big as the JPX. It feels, again, a bit softer off the face, because obviously you're going back to the forged head. For me, I would jump up to the 53. I don't really see why you need a JPX Pro when you've got an MP53. Now what the 53 does is you get cavity, but you get much more classic lines, so much sharper top edge on the 53 to the JPX, much more classic shape here, not so chunky. So from JPX, for me, the next step up would almost go to the 53. You get user friendliness, you get lovely soft feel, and you get a gorgeous looking iron. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful to look down at, but it still goes, it still has a bit of help at the bottom. So the 53, I'm saying the 53 already up to 20 handicappers who are relatively confident with the way they strike the ball are buying 53s, even down to, we've sold it into a couple of county players, a couple of low golfers are using the 53 as well. So 53 is a great kind of user-friendly iron for everyone. Where JPX Pro, I can't imagine many low handicappers so much going for the JPX Pro. I see more maybe the medium handicappers and above who want a bit of help but still want a semi-classic finish. But for those people, I would push you more towards the JPX 800, not the Pro, just so you get that little bit more spring off the face, really. So we go on JPX 800 up to the Pro, where for me I'm not sure where that one sits, but I mean I think there's people out there who'll enjoy it. But for me, then after that you go up to the MP53. MP53's got the diamond muscle bar on the back, classic lines, thinner bottom edge, definitely thinner top edge, next to no very small amount of offset on the head as well. So 53 is a gorgeous iron. Then from 53 you skip up to, well, this is debatable, you skip up to MP58 or Mizuno MP63. Now the 58 is the only iron that's surviving from last year's range. The 58 features the titanium insert on the back. Again, looking down at 58, classic look, nice feeling iron. It does feel strong for a bladed classic iron, the 58, because of that titanium insert. Now I'm not sure how long the 58 is going to stay around. It's the only one, like I say, that survived from last year's culling of the irons. Again, for me, if you're going to go MP, the 63 is just so gorgeous looking. It feels fantastic. Makes a gorgeous sound when you hit it. It's got a beautiful feel. Again, the 58, not really sure what purpose it serves in the range, apart from possibly a bit of allegiance to people who bought the iron last year, because it's a very expensive iron, the 58. But 63 for me has got to be one of the best looking irons Mizuno have done for a long time. Again, diamond bar on the back, thin bottom line, very thin top edge. When hitting the 53, it feels solid, really nice off the face. But you've got to be hitting this iron quite well. If you're catching this iron not out the middle consistently, you're going to lose distance. Where if you go all the way back down to JPX, you can hit it slightly off centre and the thing still flies. So definitely, for the better player, you wouldn't be selling 63 into many higher handicappers, kind of 12 handicapper and below, and even 12 handicappers are looking at getting better. Okay, now after the 53, or 63, sorry, you scoot all the way up to the classic blade. There it is, arguably the nicest iron on the market. Looks gorgeous. It's the MP63, very thin top or bottom line, very thin top edge, next to no offset on this club again. It's gorgeous, but to hit a 68, you've got to know what you're doing. If you want to get MP68s into your bag, you've got to know how you're striking it. When you hit it out the middle, it feels good, but distance-wise, again, compared to something like the JPX, it's a club shorter. But for powerful golfers, for good players, people who aren't in it for distance, they're in it for direction and feel, 68 you're going to struggle to beat. So that's a kind of brief look at the iron range. I hope it gives you some idea. To give you just a quick overrun again, 68, got to be good, you got to know what you're doing. 53, little bit more open to the mass market, but still down near the bottom player end. 12 handicap or better. Certainly you're going to see lots of, you know, world-class players using this. I think Donald's been looking at it. You're going to see good county players, your best club players using that one. 58, not sure who's going to buy the 58 when you've got those options. Great feeling club, it's powerful for a blade, but I do feel it's just stayed in the range just to try and keep a bit of allegiance from last year's range. Again, low handicapper. And then 53, this is the one. Going to sell lots of the 53 to lots of different range of golfers. Golfers who want to improve, golfers who want a classic look, but also golfers who want a bit of help as they improve, because you do get the undercut cavity in the 53 as well as all the classic looks. That's the best of both worlds for me, the 53. I do like that iron. Then coming down you get to the JPX Pro. So JPX Pro has the black insert on the back opposed to the blue of the JPX. Now again, JPX Pro, I think lots of people will want this iron. I'm not sure if they need it when they can use JPX and get so much more out of their irons. Again, if you're going to buy something for a classic feel, classic look, why you wouldn't go 53 over JPX, not quite sure, but I'm sure there's lots of people out there who like it. And coming all the way back down for me, which is one of the most exciting irons Mizuno produced for a long time, JPX 800, thicker sole, thicker top line, a bit more offset, but when it comes to hitting the JPX 800, it is so strong, very easy to hit. I mean, it just flies off the face. So whole range there looks great coming into 2011. Got any questions, post them below. I've done videos on individual ones of each piece of clubs if you want a bit more detail, but hopefully that gives you an idea of how the irons run through the whole range. But for Mizuno, again, great looking range coming into 2011. So any comments, guys, post below, and hope you enjoy the videos.